Okay, third time I almost got fired. Still at the same place of work. Still working in the mailroom. And, it's funny. People think they can do whatever they want at their place of work sometimes, and they don't think about, this is something personal to them, and it should be handled outside of, a place of work. So this is very similar to the second time I almost got fired, although the person that was doing this didn't get fired either. So this lady was basically using our interoffice mail to distribute her books to a group that she had put together. And it turns out this group had everybody, I guess, in this group had cancer. So the book was on cancer, and I don't know if it was some motivational book or whatever, but she was using my interoffice mail. Now this book was about an inch thick, and there were probably at least 20 people in this group that she had. At this point in time, I've kind of grown past, you shouldn't be doing this kind of thing, and this was, or at least I had gotten to the point where I could spot these things a lot quicker and realize that, what, this shouldn't be happening, because this was the first time it came through, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, let's stop this before it gets out of control like the last one. So I don't even think I opened this one. I might have just opened it and looked at it and said, look, this is a book that's not related to work. What is it doing in my mail? Why is somebody trying to ship these heavy books through my mail? And is it going to turn into a problem that, is going to be a constant thing that I'm going to have to deal with? So again, it takes up a lot of time, a lot of it, very heavy when you get a lot of books together. And, I think the biggest thing that would get me is nobody would ask if it would be okay for them to send this stuff through the mail. Because for the most part, if anybody would have came to me and said, hey, I got this thing, this is what I'm doing, I want to get it through here, can you just send it out and get this to my people? This is, it'll be a one-time thing, it'll never happen again, or something like that. I'd be like, yeah, sure, no problem. I don't mind helping other people, when it comes time to help them. But when people assume that it's just okay to do things without asking and not looking into, what kind of burden we're putting onto somebody else, that's when I draw the line. I'm like, this isn't going to happen. So I went to my boss, tell him about this again, and I think he knew the lady who was doing this a little bit better, so I don't think we dealt with HR at all. But he went right to the lady, and I think she was probably a director level of some sort. And right away she's like, this guy should be fired. He shouldn't be opening up my mail. He shouldn't be looking at what's in this, or what type of book this is. This is personal information. And this is about people's specific type of diseases and things. And now, so she was almost getting to the point where, like, I'm breaking some HIPAA laws here, and he should know who has this type of disease, and he needs to be fired, needs to be let go. And luckily my boss was a pretty decent guy, and he stood up for me and did what was right for me. But it's like, I didn't know who these people were. Wasn't getting any particular information. It was just a book about cancer. Nobody knew anything about anybody just because I was looking at a book. Yes, there were names on the envelopes, but it didn't mean I knew they had cancer. It didn't mean I knew what type of cancer they had, if they even had cancer. So in the end, I think I had to apologize to this lady, in person or by phone, whatever it turned out to be. And eventually that was it. But she really wanted to get me fired, and she really, if she wanted to, probably had the power to actually push this far enough and get me fired. But yeah, crazy things go on at places of work. So that's the third time I almost got fired. sure I shot him